Hey guys, Super Rugby Pacific round 13 is wrapped up. The fantasy points are locked in. In these recap videos, I just share with you guys how my fantasy team went, as well as share my thoughts on the matches that played out and how our expectations might change for these teams going forward in the fantasy context. As well as that, I talk about player performances as well, just any ones that sort of stand out again that might be worth thinking about going forward for fantasy. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. And for my round 13, 457 points. Pretty underwhelming, but definitely not my worst score this year. Mostly just came down to misfire on the captain and investing in a lot of Chiefs here. Had Tangi Tau went big this week, but didn't really make up for it elsewhere either. And yeah, ended up with Corey Toole on captain. When I tuned in to watch that Hurricanes game right before kickoff, I saw the rain pouring down. I kind of panicked, chucked out Finianganofo, who was my captain. Because that was the second to last game of the round, there weren't too many other options. Went for Corey Toole and did end up coming out ahead by 6 points, funnily enough, but it was the wrong decision because as we saw, Moana still went on to put 50 points on Moana. And yeah, like Josh Morby, he was the big winner of the day. 4 tries, 117 points. And yeah, this was the guy you wanted to be on. Kind of funny that he got so much, but Finianganofo got so little. Couldn't get a single try to match that top try scorer record. So just goes to show, like I always say, with these outside backs, it's kind of a bit of the luck of the draw, right? With the wings, the points, they could go down the right wing, they could go down the left wing. You could get a combination. It's kind of, yeah, a bit of luck of the draw. But it seems like the play to go this week, it probably was, doubling down, maybe even tripling down on those Hurricanes outside backs. Yeah, because I feel like you always take Finianganofo instead of Morby, right? And for 90% of the season, you would be right to do that. But yeah, again, with that unpredictability, sometimes doubling down can help. Wasn't helped though by the weird sort of subs picture we had for this game. As it turned out, both Finianganofo and Morby both stayed on the field. So that's something to keep in mind. Balin replaced Proctor, and Kenny came off the bench, got 2 tries. I was definitely paying attention to that because, where's he going to come back? Where's he going to fit in? Is he going to get a start? Is he going to replace Finianganofo? Is he going to replace Morby? I mean, kind of imagine that he's just going to stay on the bench, but yeah, that kind of makes things a bit scary for us as well. Because yeah, who's he gonna replace? Ruben Love's probably gonna come back, which means he'll replace Lucas Cashmore. Cashmore, I guess, will go to the bench, but yeah, definitely, definitely complicates things for us. The return of Kenny Naholo. Before it was kind of just pick Finianganofo, make him captain, and you're sorted. But yeah, the picture is only getting murkier for the Hurricanes outside backs. And if you look at the sort of top scorers for this round, bit of a mix in here. I mean, Crusaders, they were the other team that went big, right? Putting those 40 points on the Blues. But we did see all 3 of the Highlanders' back 3 make it into this sort of top 7 or 8 as well. And yeah, that was kind of something else which I wasn't really expecting either. I mean, obviously I did have Tangitau on my team. We know what he's capable of, and we absolutely saw it in that game, especially in the first half. Every time he touched the ball, I mean, it was electric. He was just, they couldn't touch him, man. They couldn't tackle him. He was creating so much. It was kind of crazy to see. And yeah, things kind of flattened out a bit in that second half. But no, the Highlanders, they were very good for points this week. And I mean, with the Crusaders, right, like I was expecting that game to be close. I thought it was going to be something like a 30-25 type scoreline, 28-25, but no, Like, yeah, the Crusaders, they were all over the Blues. They were kind of styling on them in that first half, just doing all these plays with Vanguard Nuku, who we will have to talk about. But the Blues, I mean, somehow they stayed in it in that first half, right? They got their runaway try with AJ Land. They stayed in touch, but yeah, then in the second half, the Crusaders, they dialed it back a bit. They went back to regular rugby. They went to their maul, drew penalties out of the Blues. They still continue to give up a lot of penalties, and yeah, just use that to convert, and almost threw the game with those 2 cards, right? But yeah, the Blues, they just crumbled under the pressure, right? They knew the opportunity was there, but they were so desperate, and they couldn't execute under that pressure. And I mean, we do see that sometimes, right? When teams go down to 13 men, and the other team, they're just trying so hard, right? They're like spreading it in their 22 because they know the space. It's got to be somewhere if we just move the ball, but then it gets loose. They cough up possession, and yeah, it's it's kind of brutal to watch, to be honest. But I mean, with the Blues, I mean, all season, I haven't really, I felt there's a gap between them and the other top teams in this competition. So even though I expected this game to be close, I mean, yeah, we knew the Crusaders, they were going to come back at some point later in the season, right? And maybe it's happened now. I mean, I wouldn't get too carried away, but yeah, this is a result that, you know, it was not off the cards, even if it wasn't expected. Chiefs versus Reds, I expected this to be like a 30-20 game, and I wasn't far off, but it still wasn't the type of game I expected, right? Like quite a controversial one. I didn't actually see all of the game, but yeah, these Chiefs players, they kind of killed me, right? D-Mac, Tupai, Taumoefalau. I was feeling good about them. I was hoping they were going well, but definitely wasn't writing off the Reds, right? Like, ever since that loss to the Force in Brisbane, they have bounced back. They've been a very tough nut to crack, a very competitive team. We saw that against the Blues. We saw that against the Brumbies. So they just proved it again against the Chiefs, right? So yeah, I think their stocks sort of move up a bit. But possibly I was just sort of underrating them a bit more than most people as well. And with the Highlanders against the Waratahs, I mean, I think with their full sort of back three back, the Highlanders, you probably do move their stock up a little bit, right? I mean, not by much. I still don't have much faith in them, but yeah, I thought this game could be more of an arm wrestle than it was, but no, I mean, the Highlanders, they were just much more dangerous than the Waratahs, due to especially the presence of Tangitau. But I mean, even Ratamaitavuki, Neekins, he was very good as well. And the switch between Jonah Lowe and Noreki, I mean, honestly, when I saw that in the lineups, I just thought it was a mistake, right? Because I get my lineups from rugby.com.au, and I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that they've got things mixed up there, to be honest. But no, they had actually switched. I missed that, and yeah, Jonah Lowe ended up doing very well. So yeah, the Highlanders, I mean, they're an interesting prospect now, right? I mean, got a very tough run home, but you know, you're still interested in those big names like Tangitau, right? But yeah, we'll see. We'll think about that when the future rounds come. And yeah, Moana versus the Canes, I mean, again, 50 points. Like, there were reasons to be a bit skeptical about this game with the rain, with the fact that it was a B team. I wasn't sure how many points they would put on Moana. I wasn't sure it would be in that sort of 50 zone, but no, it was. It absolutely was. Took them a while to sort of break them. You know, the Moana, they did kind of hang in it in that first half, but yeah, the Canes, they're just too dangerous, man. Like, yeah, they just find opportunities and create opportunities anywhere. and so many dangerous players in that team. And Brumbies versus the Force, 32 versus 15. I thought this would be an arm wrestle. I thought this could be a game that would end up like 25-20 to the Brumbies, and it did kind of play out like that despite the scoreline. But yeah, I mean, it's always hard for the Force, right? They're not a team that's easy to push over, but they're just not dangerous either. Like, they need twice as many opportunities because they're not lethal at all. So they stay in touch, but they find it hard to get in front, and they certainly can't put teams away either. And that's just kind of the unfortunate thing about the Western Force, because they're not a bad team, right? They're just lacking firepower, and they play into their strengths, but like you need firepower. There's just no substitute for it. You need some amount of threat to score points, and the game is about getting more points than the other team, so there's no way around it, right? But yeah, I don't think much changed for either of these teams in my eyes, to be honest. Like, the Force, they're still a tough nut to crack, and the Brumbies, I mean, look, they've won here by 17 points, but it's still not that impressive either, to be honest. So both of these teams kind of stay where they are in my eyes for fantasy prospects moving forward. And with the players, I mean, the ones I haven't talked about so far, probably the one we do have to talk about is Lester Fainga'anuku. I mean, 67 points this week in fantasy, and that was without a try. I mean, he's pretty much back to must-pick status now. Like, yeah, I've been mulling over the whole thing playing at 7, and haven't really sort of made my mind up on it. But seeing this game, I mean, things are becoming more clear, right? Like, it definitely is a hybrid role, but I mean, he's a must pick now, just because the way they're using him, especially what we saw in that first half, is that he's just the key man in so many moves, so many structured moves. And when he's the key man, he's either the one that's going through or he's doing the assist. And both of those things are like, they get rewarded in fantasy. And this is just on top of his normal playing ability. Like, when he gets the ball, we know he's going to bust tackles. We know he can do offloads. And we know he can get those turnovers off the ball as well. And I mean, you see all of that here, right? There's the try assist from being the key man, the turnovers forced off the ball, 6 defenders beaten, 2 offloads, a line break in there as well, a bunch of tackles. Like, he really is doing it all at the moment. And I mean, not only does he get more ball being in the forward pack now, he's closer to the ball at all times, but just being that key man in so many moves, he's involved constantly. And yeah, I was just thinking, like, if it was just putting him in the back row to be like another guy, his potential wouldn't be great. But no, we're seeing he's got this very special role in this team. Like, the coach is just using him as a key man for these moves, and that's what leads to like big scores like this, right? 67. So yeah, he's pretty much back to must pick again, right? And look, there's still a lot of competition in that midfield. Yeah, he's probably still gonna be in there, right? I mean, we got Tapia as well. Like, Proctor got subbed off and didn't even get a try, still got 54 points in the rain. I had Johnny Robber this game because he wouldn't get subbed, and I was right, he didn't get subbed. He played well, he got a try, but he still got less points than Proctor, which is a little bit frustrating. But I mean, we know Proctor's good, right? Like, he is better than Robber, and being a bit further out, I mean, yeah, you're more likely to get those try assists and live breaks. You do have a bit more space to work with. But Tapia, Fainga'anuku, it's probably back to being the the top duo again. And maybe Proctor, I mean, we look at the matchups and make up our mind. Suoli'i also had a decent score this game, which was interesting to see. 45 points with no tries, but yeah, that game, it did just open up, right? Because the Highlanders, they got out to a early lead, right? They scored very early, which kind of forced the Waratahs to play with a bit more ambition, and that opens up the game, and that finally created some opportunities for Suoli'i. Still don't really think he's a contender, just because, I mean, we got so many other good options we just talked about in the midfield, but still keeping my eye out to see if he ends up going to fullback, because man, they got to put Jorgo back on the wing or something. Like I do not like that what's happening with Jorgo at the moment. Just having another quick look at the outside back. So we already talked about a lot of these guys: the Hurricanes, the Highlanders, and the Waratahs. But man, like Glenn Vaihu and this guy Israel Leota, like how good did they look, man? Especially this Leota guy, he's pretty exciting. His ability in the air, like his pace, his footwork, very, very impressive. But yeah, as usual with these Moana guys, it's like when do you pick these guys, right? But still guys I'm keeping my eye on. With the 10s, wasn't a lot to write home about. Reihana was the one who took home the big prizes, got a try, got a bunch of shots at goal because the Crusaders did so well, so no surprises there. But the back row, nothing super interesting here. Like outside of Satiti, top scores were around 40, so nothing interesting. With Satiti, he got 2 tries, so yeah, that kind of really boosted his score up through the roof. You take the 2 tries out though and the line breaks, I mean, still a pretty decent score. Satiti's kind of interesting. If you look at his numbers on the minute by minute basis, they're pretty good. But so yeah, he's still a guy I'm sort of keeping in mind for a selection, especially because some of the favorites, they've kind of fallen out of form. Tuputaialoa, Pete Samu. So yeah, if the matchup's right, Satiti's a guy who could find his way into the picks for me. With the locks, again, nothing super interesting. Jamie Hanna went kind of crazy, did get a try which pushed him up through the roof. And yeah, I mean, the way that game went for the Crusaders, not too surprising. Tupou Vai'i, I mean, I was saying in the best picks video, my theory with Tupou Vai'i is like he's really bad in the easy matchups, but he's really good like in the tough matchups, and we kind of saw that here, right? 38 points without a try. Same with this sort of Crusaders game, although he did get a try there. But yeah, first time in a while that he's turned around a decent score. And Jeremy Williams, I mean, again, another favorite. Again, had to play at 6, and both times, yeah, hasn't really gone great in fantasy as a result. So yeah, hoping Ekawasi comes back soon, and we'll see if it makes a difference when he goes back into the locks. With the hooker, Takiaho off the bench, coming up with 52 tries, and yeah, I mean, I did say this was an option, right? Like Takiaho off the bench, it's it can still be a very strong option, but yeah, Paenga doing pretty well without even getting a try. I think all those 4 sort of front row did well just because of the scrum points. And I mean, George Bell, I do like George Bell a lot this year, honestly, since he's sorted out his lineup throwing. He's a good option whenever he starts. Now moving on to our league leaderboard. Let's have a look at the results for round 13. And at the top we have Eddie McCullough, a new name I think, 669 points. What have we got here? Josh Morby captain, that's what you want to see. Also had Sid Harvey, also had Taumoe Falau. A lot of other pretty familiar picks here. Did go with Proctor, good choice. Had Hotham. Oh, had the Satiti pick as well. Nice. So yeah, now the right captain here had the Satiti pick. Didn't have Tangi Tau, but yeah, Harvey still not bad. So yeah, that's kind of what you need to hit the top spots, right? You need to land with your captain and just pick up one or two other like big scorers, and that's all you need to get ahead on leaderboards. Then in second place, Siggy's on 666. What a cursed number. Also had the Whanianganofo captain, but also had Morbi as well and Tangi Tau. I mean, yeah, this is this is all the right decisions, but just unfortunate, man. Like, there's no reason that Morbi gets 4 tries and that Whanianganofo gets none. There's just no reason for it. You can't predict that. That is just unlucky. And the difference it makes is just enormous. Oh, had the duo captains as well. Okay, interesting. Went for DMAC for the second one. And I feel like DMAC always is a safe option, but yeah, obviously Chiefs not really going big this game outside of Satiti. Not going big in the back. So good decisions here, but just a little bit unlucky, man. Like yeah, dodged, just kind of zigged when you should have zagged, but yeah, unlucky. Third place, Felix 15, 660 points. Not much space between these top 3, to be honest. Only 9 points in it. And okay, we got the Joe captains again, Whanianganofo and Morbi. And I mean, yeah, this is kind of what makes sense if you had co-captains, right? But yeah, I get it with the Mackenzie thing, because it's like you do want to hedge your bets a bit in case the Hurricanes match doesn't go to plan. And I mean, that rain, it did start coming down, right? That did spook me, to be honest. But yeah, this probably was the play if you did have a booster. I mean, you do just kind of have to bite down and be a bit greedy with your booster, right? Like that's what it's there for. And yeah, again, sort of, I mean, this one did pay off, right? Like at the end of the day, even though Whanianganofo was kind of a bust, just having it on Morbi still comes up pretty big. Fourth place, Flat Track Bullies, a familiar name, 654 points. Yeah, again, the same thing, right? Like, I suspect this is going to be a common back 3, but yeah, everyone's going to have Captain Whanianganofo, and it's just unlucky. Dalton Papali'i only 1 point, but yeah, he did go off early after that initial tackle on fine guard Nuku. Had the Wallace Satiti pick. Damn, so yeah, you just zig instead of zag with this captain. You could have been in the big money. Had a lot of blues here as well. Had Bradley Slater, interestingly. But yeah, another unlucky player here. Fill in Z, 629. What do we got? Yeah, again, the same thing. Whanianganofo, Morbi, and Tangi Tau with the Whanianganofo captain. People were picking up McWright this week, and yeah, I thought he'd go decently, so kind of unlucky, only 16 points. Got a couple of Sanarevi picks as well. Davo 58, 626. Oh, he had the triple captain and put it on DMAC. Oh man, that's just... Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. It's tough. Like, I think if I still had a triple booster at this stage, I would be putting it on Whanianganofo, but yeah, with that rain coming down, I would have got spooked, and then I don't know what I would have done, right? Like, Mackenzie, I mean, on average, you'd expect them to do better than that, but it probably was too tough of a game to really be investing a triple captain in. Too tough of a matchup. I mean, I think there's definitely the possibility that the Chiefs, you know, do put a big score on in that game, but it's definitely not a given, right? And there were still some good matchups to come. Like, I think the Canes are playing the Highlanders again, so yeah, there are opportunities to come, but yeah, man, it feels bad when you use your your triple booster and it doesn't work out, man. I sympathize. Aiden Collins, are you 625? I believe the leader of our overall leaderboard. And yeah, that classic outside backs combo. Head to Pyre and Proctor. Head to Zano, who went well this week. And Sana Revi as well. Cam Roy can't be gutted, 619. Okay, we've got the double captains here, Morby and Finia and Offo. Okay, yeah, another one that makes sense. Had the Tamai Falau, didn't work out. And yeah, a lot of other familiar picks. A lot of people going for Bradley Slater this week, which I thought was kind of interesting. 615 points. Azza. Captain Tangitao, interesting. Probably not going to be a common one, but definitely worked out. And not a bad decision either. Also had Flying Anuku. I'm kind of... Yeah, well, I guess I'm not surprised that a lot of people don't have Flying Anuku, but kind of thought there would at least be a few. We'll look at one more here. Top 10, Taylor Steele, 6'11", another Tangitao captain. Okay, interesting. Charlie Gamble pick. Yeah, okay. Oh, and the Satiti pick. Okay, so a few people picking up Satiti. And we'll look at someone a bit deeper down as well. Someone who didn't do so well. Let's look at Fatsu, 478. Okay, I had the Proctor pick at least. Yeah, nothing really wrong with these picks, to be honest, but yeah, everyone's sort of just missing out with this Finianganofo captain. It's brutal. And if we look at the overall leaderboard, Aiden Collins, yeah, he's got quite a lead up there, right? Couple 100 points ahead almost. Probably not gonna get caught unless people have got boosters up the sleeve. Caleb Clark unchanged, second place. Oh, I had the Harkin pick. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't think that was a bad pick at all, but yeah, it was was all about Morby, right? Morby's so greedy. Pink Elephants moving up one, displacing KG27. Oh, we got the quadruple stack Hurricanes backs. Okay. Yeah, the back three plus Proctor. I mean, yeah, like it makes sense, right? But all the points went to Morby. So what do you do? You can't do anything about it. And just looking at Smigo here, had the peach pick. Love to see it, mate. Love to see a peach pick. Didn't work out this week, but I mean, probably could have been worse, to be honest. So yeah, pretty good effort to get to 34 by old Peachy. Anyway, guys, that'll do it from me. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on this round, and catch you a bit later in the week for the next best picks video. I'll see you then. Have a good one.